So this is a comparison piece between Sunak's conference speech and Starmer's one. Today we're just looking at their entrance and how they embraced the crowds. Here we have Starmer's pre-video roll that makes it look as if he's going to come out with a guitar and rock the venue, wellies and all. Of course, we all know that he was glittered by a protester before he even started his speech.
True democracy is citizen-led. Politics needs an update. We demand a people's house. We demand a people's
But then you could say Sunak got the glitter treatment by his wife when she delivered a sickly sweet introduction.
When the going gets tough, I remind Rishi that he's fighting for his values, that he's fighting for this party's values. Now, it gives me the greatest pleasure to introduce you to a wonderful, wonderful father, my best friend, and your Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak.
Give me strength. So, interruptions out of the way, let's see how these two competitors hold themselves and introduce themselves to their conference audience.
Thank you. Conference, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, conference. Thank you. Thank you, conference. If he thinks that bothers me, he doesn't know me.
But first the jokes to put the audience at ease and prove that they might be politicians, but they're also human.
Thank you, Akshata, for that introduction, and thank you for always being there for me, my wife. Truly the best long-term decision for a brighter future I ever made.
And it was just as well it was me, because my wife's dress is really beautiful. And now, before I get going, I know what you're thinking. Please, 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 no more Arsenal jokes. And I think you're right. But, conference, I do want to offer my sympathies to Manchester. No, not for that reason, but because I really do feel for any city that had to host that circus last week. Honestly.
I've been blessed in my life. I have a wonderful wife and 2 daughters who make me proud every single day. And I was also lucky enough to grow up in the most loving of homes. My dad was a GP and my mum a pharmacist. You did need a smaller mention of the last summer, I know. Now, in so many ways, I wouldn't be standing here before you today without them. My mum and dad were and are my inspiration. Thank you, Mum. Thank you, Dad.
What can you say about a Prime Minister who goes to Manchester to cancel Manchester's train line? The self-declared champion of motorists who had to borrow a car for a photo op. A man who keeps a very close watch on the cost of living crisis from the vantage point of a short-haul helicopter. Conference, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm beginning to see why Liz Truss won.
Click here for a video about Network North.